Can I tell you that you're finding out what you're made of? You're finding out what you're made of. The last time you cried, you found out what you were made of. The last time you had to make that final decision over your heart, somebody else's games, your peace, somebody else's chaos, you found out what you were made of. The moment you decided you were going to pick up, move out, keep it moving, you found out what you were made of. Can I tell you right now, just because you're having tests, you're having trials, you're having to figure out your next, it does not mean you don't know who you are. You know exactly who you are. The fact that you can stand up against all odds, you know exactly who you are. The fact that you can't be shaken regardless of the people, places, things that has come against you, that has put you in particular environments, that has said no to you, that has closed the door in your face, you still kept it moving. That's how you know who you are. You're finding out who you are. How can you know how strong you are if you never go through anything? How can you truly say, God, I thank you that I'm blessed. I thank you that I'm healed. If you've never experienced anything, you hadn't gone through poverty, you hadn't gone through sickness, you hadn't gone through anybody breaking your heart. You don't know what it feels like, so you can't rejoice in that. Listen, there's something about a person that's had an experience in the pit. You're finding out what you're made of. Can I tell you? God don't raise no jellybags. Spirit is not in the business with jellybags. So you're trying to figure out why you going through all the tests, the trials, the tribulations, why you got to be the one to try to amend things, why you got to be the one to reach out. Why do you have to do all these things? It's not about you giving to the other person. It's not about you saying, I got to be the bigger person all the time. No. It's you finding out exactly who you are, what you're made of. All those things, those people, places, and things that came before this moment right here was a lie, a facade. We at one point were operating, even if you're just now awakening, you were still operating at some point in a low vibration. All of us, y'all. It was not who God created us to be. And so guess what happened? The moment you got awakened, the moment that thing got shaken up, the moment that people started taking off the mask, the moment you started looking around and seeing people for who they really are, that's when you became awakened. That's when you started realizing who you were, what you were made of. Everything they are not is who you are. Everything they are not is who you are. The moment you awaken, the moment that light came on, you automatically begin to trigger people. Just by you finding out who you are, just by you acknowledging your greatness, just by you saying, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. That put the backbone in your back. People start realizing you are not a jellyback. You're not weak. Just because you don't speak up all the time don't mean you don't have something to say. You just choose not to acknowledge the foolishness at that moment. But please make no mistake, you've taken note of it. You're finding out that some things are best left unsaid. You're finding that out through all your tests, through all your trials, through all your tribulations. You're finding out what you're made of. You didn't realize you could actually sit down somewhere and not go off on somebody. You didn't realize you had that capability. You didn't realize you can really hold your tongue. Spirit had to teach you how to do that. How else can you be taught how to do that unless you're tested? Put somebody in your path to test your gangster. See what you're made of. But somebody passed that test. You are finding out exactly what you're made of in this season. This that you're on is not a game. It's not a game. And I know if you're listening to this video, you already know that. But there are some people around you who thinks that it's a game. And when you start taking yourself serious, when you start taking life serious, they all of a sudden get upset with you. Because you're finding out who you are. It's something about you fine-tuning your own life. It's something about you tapping into you. It's something about you believing you can do better that automatically makes other people feel inferior. Whether you say it to them directly or not. You don't even have to say nothing. You just begin to pick up a book and start reading. Watch how people roll their eyes. It's the silliest thing, but just do it. Pick up a book and start reading. Any book. Choose one. And watch how people start acting. Because you choose to read a book. In this season right here, sweetheart, you're going to be unapologetic about the things that you choose for yourself, your children, your bloodline, what you want to do, what makes you happy. You're going to be unapologetic about that. Unapologetic about it. Nobody was around when you were down and out. Nobody is around right now while you're trying to figure it out. Nobody was around when you were trying to figure the bills out. So the moment you do start figuring it out, the moment you do get a little bit of smooth sailing, you get over the turbulence, you start coming against everybody that came against you, you actually get a backbone about yourself. People hate that. They hate it, y'all. They hate it. So that's why you got to do more of that. Be more of that person. Show up more authentic. Speak up a little bit more. You're in a season now where you're finding out what you're made of. Do not make a mistake about where you are on this journey. You're finding out what you're made of. The only way you can find out what you're made of is if you're put in the fire. Is if you're put in the fire. That's the only way. That's the only way. And even though you may feel like you're drowning, you're sinking, you don't know which way to go. Some days you're good, some days you're not. That's all a part of it. It's molding you. It's taking off what was and putting on what is. You're new. You're finding out what you're made of. Some of you are now speaking up to people that you never thought you would speak up to. And once you did it, what'd you feel like? Liberated. The burden was no longer on you. Let them deal with that now. The hassle that they've been doing to you. You're finding out what you're made of. That's what this is about right now. Those of you that are resonating with this message, with this video, this moment right here, this season right here, y'all, we are all at different places of this journey. Different seasons, different timelines, whatever you want to call it. If this word is for you, you know it's for you. The things you've been going through, the things you've been tested with, the people, all those different things, you're finding out what you're made of. Somebody may have been asked to go back to their hometown. Someplace they know they hadn't been in years, and they purposely didn't go back for a reason. And now Spirit is asking you to go back. Maybe there's a family member there that might be sick. They probably ain't telling you that. But you need to go and check it out for yourself. I'm talking to somebody. You need to go and check it out for yourself. Whoever's been feeling like that, like a pull towards your hometown. Go back. You've grown, you've evolved, you've become, you know who you are now. You're finding out what you're made of. So Spirit is telling you to go back to the environment that wounded you. I know it may sound crazy, but listen, when you get there, there's a reason. Something's there. Something's there for the people that's there and for you. And for you. Whatever this thing is going to be healing for you. It's going to be healing for you. You're finding out what you're made of. God don't raise no jellybacks. God don't raise no jellybacks. Spirit is not in the business with jellybacks. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, your support, continuing to show up every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate each and every single one of you. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here, y'all, is all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up, y'all. We are coming against the people, places, and things that has had us in bondage for so long. We're exposing it and we're being unapologetic about it. Period. I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.